When I was assigned this project, I had a lot of trouble deciding which story I was going to use. After hours of thinking, I got the idea of using something that made me feel bad for a month. Everything started in January the 10th of 2014 when I received a message from my coach where it said that the soccer league in which the school was playing was creating a team with the best players of the league and I was invited to play there. The first day, the president of the league told us many things about the program and what was the final goal for the team. The goals were very easy to explain, but they were very difficult to achieve. The first goal was to win here a game here in Torreon versus another soccer team that was created. The second goal was to win a game in Saltillo versus the winner of Saltillo's league. The third goal was to win the final tournament in Mexico DF. The team was very strong and we all used to have a strong relationship with the staff team, and during a month, all the team trained really hard until our first pro arrived. The game started, and by the end of the first half, we were losing 1-0. In the second half, we scored a goal, and now the score was 1 versus 1, like 1-1. The pressure on us starts feeling like at the last 10 minutes of the game, but at the end, with a team goal, we won 2-1. The game created a lot of doubts about the coaches and us, and the relationship with the team and the coaches was very serious. However, we kept training very hard. The second proof arrived. I still remember that day perfectly. It was at 8 o'clock p.m. in Saltillo in a little stadium, and when we arrived, we directly went to the special room so we can change to our sports clothes. While we were there, you could feel the pressure of going out of the competition. The coach gave us the name of the people that were going to play, the strategy, and the motivation. While I was writing this paper, my skin got strange, and my stomach felt strange. We were all there in a circle, and the coach told us many motivational things. And when he finished, I remember I looked at the whole team, and I could see their faces, motivated to win. The game started, and we scored twice. So it was minute 10, and we were 2-0. The time passed, and the last 20 minutes where the cramps start to feel and your legs stop following your brain. That moment, they scored twice, and the game was tied. Our goalie was the best in penalty games, and but the problem was that they hit the ball so hard and the ball was so fast that it was very difficult to stop one. Finally, we won a game. We won the game. Unfortunately, we got many injured players that was impossible for us to go to Mexico. I was very sad and disappointed about it, but at the end, the coach remembers that we won the game and we should be proud of that. And in that moment, all that bad feeling disappeared.
In the first week of spring break, friend 2 and friend 3 wanted to make a carne asada, so we got together in friend 1 house to cook it, because friend 2 was bragging all week about being a chef. So when we arrived to friend 1 house, we immediately went to HED, but when we got there, friend 2 said that there was no good carne asada there, so we went to Soriana, but he said the same. I don't know where we ended up buying the meat and the cheves, but the chef wasn't that much of a chef. It tasted wrong. Then after eating that crap, we started to get bored, so we told friend 1 if he could drive while we throw eggs, but he refused. So friend 4 asked him if we could at least go to the Oxxo, and when we got there, I stayed in the car with friend number 3 because we thought it was pointless to get out of it. When they were about to pay, I saw friend 4 through a window coming out from the second aisle with a pack of eggs in his right hand. It seems like they've convinced friend number 1 to throw eggs. When they got to the car, I was already warming up my golden arm. I sat next to a window and I remembered. I played baseball in 5th grade, so I felt really confident. But when friend 1 started accelerating and we were looking for our first victim, I remember all the thing. I also played baseball in 6th grade, so I felt even more confident with my aiming abilities. When we acquired our first target, I was on the side of the car, so here I was with an egg in my hand in the inside side of the car and some dude on the other. Then, while I was throwing the egg, wait, while I was throwing the egg, I heard number 4, "Va con su esposa, güey." And when the egg cracked in that man's face, I heard friend number 2 scream, "Y con su hija, cabrón." While we were driving to friend number 1 house, I only felt regret throwing the egg and humiliating that man in front of his wife, but also quitting baseball because it was my future. I ended up apologizing to friend number 1 house because we got trouble in her neighborhood, and I didn't go to friend number house for a week and a half because I was really embarrassed. Gracias.